What's going on, fellas? My last video was kind of rushed. I was cramped for time, so I want to put out a little more polished video for everyone. I've learned some new things and I'm starting to pick up the position a little better in this beta, so I want to share that stuff with you. Just quickly, I want to say congrats to TMBL Updates, aka Dan. He asked me not to use his last name, but he won the PS4 beta code, so enjoy that, Dan. I'll be sure to do something like that in the future again because I like the way it worked out. So thanks for that, guys. My advice to you guys is to play as much as you can. That's the only way to get better. You can quit and join clubs as much as you can, so take advantage of that. You need to get used to the controls and the movement so you can go back to focusing on the puck and the play. The first thing is that a lot of people are noticing the delay or input lag with the goalie controls. I noticed this too, but what seemed to help me a little bit was switching my camera from in close, which is like high or low or dynamic, to overhead. I suggest using overhead regardless of the input lag because it allows you to see every player on the ice. Like the skater already has an advantage over you because he knows where all of his teammates are, so you can equalize that by using overhead, but it also seems to smooth out the gameplay a little more. You can also read the play a little bit better, but I won't get into that video as it's a little more advanced and this is going to be more basic. Next, I want to show you some basic positioning. But just know your positioning is very dependent on the scenario you're facing, so this isn't set in stone. Sometimes you'll need to be a little further back in your crease, and other times you'll need to be further out. It just depends. This year, as a general rule of thumb, you do not need to leave your crease. The shots have been nerfed, and so far I've never been sniped for being too deep. That doesn't mean you can sit on your goal line because you will get beat that way, but you don't need to leave the paint. This is especially true because it's difficult to move backwards as a goalie right now. Stay fairly centered in your net, just in general, so you have less ground to cover. So when the puck's at the point, you should be somewhere between the top edge of the crease and the hash mark. This cuts down the angle effectively so you won't get beat up high or on the sides. When the puck is in the slot, you should be at the top edge of your crease if the shooter has an open shot. However, if he isn't straight up to shoot, I suggest you back up a little bit because there may be open forwards looking for a one-timer and you need to be able to reach them. When the puck is along the half boards, you should be inside your crease. You don't need to come out and challenge the shooter here since it's a bad shot to take, and you need to be ready to move out of this position just in case a pass is made. When the puck is in the low corner, above or below the goal line, get on your post. This has been the biggest game changer for me by far. Don't come out and challenge this guy, or you'll have a hard time getting back into position. I would usually say not to hug your post, but this year I think it's going to be different. You can make more saves on your post, but it's harder to get on the post than it is to get off of it. So when the puck is low, get on the post. It protects you from the wraparound if they try, which is a very easy goal to score on goalies right now. It will stop short side shots, and it's easy to come off and stop a cross crease. I've been scored on because I'm not on my post, and my goalie makes a blocker save and pushes the puck into my own net. So once again, get on that post when the puck's low regardless. Now on to movement. Be patient. That's very important. You should be using L2 or left trigger a lot. I've said this already, but it's the easiest way to control yourself. It's very easy to get yourself out of position with the right stick and just the left stick by itself using the T-push. If you need to get from one side of the crease to the other quickly, because you're out of position, use the left stick by itself. But using L2 is going to help you stay centered and in control of your goalie. Remember, a key point is that the further away the player is, the less you have to move when they move. Just because a guy is skating left or right towards the slot doesn't mean you have to match him stride for stride. In real life, a goalie only has to move a couple of inches for every few feet a skater moves, so keep that in mind. Get comfortable hugging your posts, going post to post, and coming off of it in the butterfly and standing up. This is important because people love the wraparound right now. You can move off your post by letting go of L1 and just moving off with the left stick, but to go post to post, you have to be holding L1 and moving left or right. The right stick butterfly slide is a very aggressive move and will pull you out of position if you use it wrong. Sometimes I'll use it on a 2-on-0 or a 2-on-1 rush play, or even if I kick out a rebound and I need to get over desperately. However, R2/right trigger in the left stick is the exact same movement, so take your pick, whichever is more comfortable for you, do it. Just be careful because the longer you hold or push on the right stick or the left stick, depending on what you use, the more you move. So you need to learn to control that movement. You can control it. Desperation saves are now manually controlled and can be used on cross creases in close or on breakaways. I suggest using them sparingly and only when you're truly hung out to dry. R2 and right trigger is the butterfly. It's helpful to go down in the butterfly when they are in close around your net. However, don't spend the whole game down in your butterfly or you're going to give up a lot of goals. The butterfly is used to cover low parts of your net, and when you are committed to a save. It will be very difficult to move left or right quickly if you just sit around in your butterfly, which will make it difficult to stop cross creases. Only go down when you know they're going to shoot low, or if the guy's in tight and you need to cover the low parts of the net. Up on the right stick is manual poke check, and I believe they finally fixed it. It works great on breakaways, and also when the puck is a little too close to your net for comfort, you can poke it away. I've had a lot of success using it to stop breakaways, but be careful because it leaves you open to a shot, or if you miss, they'll skate around you and score. That's all the tips I've got for this video. I'll be putting out more videos once I learn the position a little better, and of course helping you guys read the play, stopping cross creases, everything like that. Be sure to subscribe for more goalie tips. I'll be playing goalie all throughout NHL 16, and you're going to want to come here to learn how to play it. So thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.